Hey, Miles Beckler here, milesbeckler.com, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 phases of success within your online business. Now this is something that they covered at the Funnel Hacking Live event here in 2017 in Dallas, and I felt it was a really good concept and it's a really core idea. These are the exact phases that I've been through, and every entrepreneur, every internet entrepreneur is going to go through these phases. And why this is important to you, it's really important to understand where you're at. And this will allow you to help kind of keep your emotions under control and keep your expectations in the right place. I know firsthand that we all want it faster. We all kind of like, why have I not achieved my goals yet? Why am I not making as much as I want yet? That is kind of a natural human tendency, especially as you begin to grow your business. And it's also challenging to grow a business, as you very well know, and as I've learned, but you can do it. And it's great to know that there are these natural 3 phases of growing a successful business, so you can see where you're at, and it'll help you kind of be like, okay, cool, I can ground myself in this. It's good that I'm here. This is where I'm supposed to be. And then you get to focus on the steps you need to get to that next phase, no matter which one you're in. So let's jump right in. The first phase is the belief phase. This is the I believe I can build a business online phase. Now, the best thing to remember and keep in mind at this point is that if any human being has done anything in the world, you, my friend, can do it also. It's like the 4-minute mile bit, right? No one could run a 4-minute mile until one guy did it sometime 50, 100 years ago. I don't even care. But then once one person ran that 4-minute mile, the mental block was down and everyone started running 4-minute miles. And now it's very commonplace. And I think some people might even be doing 3-minute miles, but don't quote me on that because I don't actually know. I'm not a runner. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is that because I've been able to forge a business online that creates the kind of income I desire and the lifestyle I desire, that's proof that you can do it too. I have no formal training. My college degree was literally university studies, which means I just kind of studied the university, right? Like no formal training, 100% learned by doing, didn't have any courses I followed, and I didn't have a channel like this to follow when I got started. So you got to believe in yourself and you got to take massive action in this phase. You're learning, you're going through the process of learning by doing, and that is trial and error, and that is the greatest teacher. So be sure that you're creating more than you consume in this belief phase, and you can grow into the second phase. The second phase is the income phase. And this is when you create enough income with your online business in order to kind of grow to a point where you're covering your lifestyle income, right? You're able to make enough while you operate the business yourself to pay for life, and essentially it's the fire your boss kind of phase right in there. Now, what's really cool about this phase is that you get to buy back some of your time and a lot of your freedom. But the challenge in this phase is that you're still the operator of the business. You're still doing most of the things required to actually make the money within the business. In the first phase, the belief phase, this is when you see your first sale, you have your first $100 week, you have your first $1,000 month, you have your first $5,000 month, and when that hits a consistent level and you're making $5,000 a month every single month for month after month, you paid off all your debt, etc., and you're ready to take that leap, that happens in this second phase, in the income phase. It's the fire your boss and do a heel click on the way out of the office phase. My wife definitely did that, by the way. That is a true story. And you are still kind of on the treadmill, but the treadmill is your own personal treadmill that you've created. It puts you in control and you have time freedom and location freedom, and it is a beautiful phase, but that's not the end point. So if you're there, know there is another phase in success, and this is what we call the freedom phase. And this is when you go from being a business operator to a business owner, and you have systems, you have procedures, you have people in place that actually run the business. You are able to remove yourself from the business, and you don't have to, right? Like, do what you love in your business. And there's some things that your 4%, which I've covered in other videos, that only you can do, and you have to kind of always do those. Like, no one can do a Miles Beckler video other than me, and I'm always going to be the one to do this. But other people can turn this into written blog posts, and other people can syndicate this out in different formats on different platforms across the web for me. I don't actually have to do all of that work myself. And that's what this third phase of freedom is. And it's a mindset shift at that point. And what it does is it buys back even more of your time. And this is when you get to the true success in a lifestyle business. This is when you can take a 2-week or a 2-month cruise or a 2-month break, hiatus from your business. You might check in once or twice a month to your key person you have who actually runs your business. They're very well paid. Everything works within your business. Your revenue goes up. The numbers work. The number of leads coming in, the number of customers coming in support the business as it is. And this, my friend, is the ultimate goal, because this is where you've been able to create a true lifestyle business, a business that will afford you the time freedom, the money freedom, and the location freedom to pretty much do what you want, when you want, where you want. And that doesn't have to be checking out the beaches of the world like my wife and I have been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. It could just be to have the freedom to take your kids to school, to go to yoga, to go work out every day, to have a garden in your backyard, right? Like it doesn't have to look like what I'm doing in my lifestyle. Make it be whatever it is for you. But the ultimate point here is, if you're operating a business, if you're in your business every day, 40 hours a week, you're 50, 60 hours a week, right? Business owners, we don't know what a 40-hour week is because we own the business. Like, there's always more work to be done. If you're in that phase, give yourself a pat on the back and congratulations. You've bridged the gap from the belief phase to the income phase, which is really important. But continue to work to put procedures, processes, and people in place that are able to run the business for you. So if you need help doing that, what I kind of started doing was looking at what are all of the repetitive tasks I'm doing on a daily basis, and I would literally write down, I just kept a notepad writing down all of the different things I'm doing every single week, every single day, and I would jot it down, and then I would kind of review it and be like, all right, out of this, which ones do I just not enjoy handling? I hand those off to my virtual assistant. She actually takes those tasks and then delegates them to the other teammates who can handle them best on our team. Then I look at what is just flat out repetitive, right? Even if I enjoy doing it, it's flat out repetitive, like checking my numbers, for example, looking at my KPIs. I don't actually need to spend the 30 to 45 minutes every day to go pull all the data into one interface. I pass that off to my VA. She then takes over that task. I now only have to go into Google Drive. I go look, or I'm actually looking at setting up a dashboard. I essentially go to one place, I take one glance, and within a minute, I get all of the data I need to see the health of my business. So if I'm traveling, I can pop up on my phone at a train station while I'm waiting for a train in Europe. I can click a button, I can take a look and be like, okay, cool. The number of leads in this month is 4,000. The number of sales this month is 450. Like, that's up 10, 20% from last. I'm just making up numbers, by the way. And that's up from last month. Everything is good. I also work with my VA to have minimum KPIs. And if we bounce down and bump into these minimum KPI numbers, meaning we're getting into the warning zone that something's not right, our lead number has dropped, our revenue number has dropped, our new members to our membership numbers has dropped on a consistent basis. It might be 3 days in a row, it might be 2 weeks in a row, but when it hits a certain point, she knows, shoot me an email and say, Miles, this has now slipped. And she also will be giving me a recommendation as to what she thinks the problem and the solution is. I can then take that and consume that and devise a plan. I can get in if I need to, etc. So it allows me to really unplug from the business, but yet have the belief and the knowing and the understanding that my business is still running efficiently. This allows me to sleep at night, right? Because the business is my lifestyle in many senses. That is my family's well-being. So I need to know that it's working, but I don't need to be in it working every day. I'm personally still transitioning into this phase because I'm still very engaged in building my business in a lot of these aspects. So this is a challenge that I'm personally going through, and that's the next phase of where I'm going. And if you're on that path with me, leave me a comment below and let me know if you've come up with any hacks to remove yourself from the business even more and possibly get more time freedom while keeping your business growth going, because I'm always open for great ideas. That's why I go to conferences and study. I felt this was a really good concept because it just helped me feel okay with where I'm at. I'm in between phase 2 and phase 3. I've got a lot of phase 3 things dialed, but I'm still very phase 2 on some other things. And now I know moving forward over the next few months, I'm going to keep monitoring what are my daily activities, what am I doing, what can I pass off to other people, what can I put API bots and Zapier in place and other things in place to actually do the work or compile the data for me, so I'm not spending as much of my time to get the end result. And that, my friend, are the three phases, or those shall be the three phases of a successful online business. If you're in phase one, congratulations, build the belief, keep taking action, make your first $1 online, make your first 100 online. You can do this. It's only a question of how long is it going to take, not if it will work for you, because if you persist enough, you will absolutely make it there. If you're with me in the group 2 and you're making full-time income, congratulations. That is a gigantic step. Leave yourself a shout out below in the comments and let me know, because I'd love to congratulate you. And if you've bridged the gap or you're bridging the gap, let me know. If you're in level number 3, hey, I don't know, shoot me a shout out from wherever you are in the world and let me know how awesome it is. Help me fuel my fire for getting to that phase 3 and to keep pushing through these challenges that I'm facing, as I am happy to help everyone get to where I'm at. And my goal for you is to help you get beyond where I'm at, because that would be the ultimate satisfaction for me, is to see you overtake my numbers, because there's enough abundance in the world for all of us, and I look forward to helping you get there. That's it for this video. I've got some more great things. We saw Tony Robbins speak yesterday. It absolutely blew my mind to watch him for 4 hours. I'm still digesting the content he sent, and I'll be putting up some videos of some really important ideas that he kind of conveyed to us at the Funnel Hacking Live conference. But I do thank you for your time. If you have already subscribed, I thank you. If not, click subscribe so you get those new videos when they come out. If you enjoyed this video and watched to this point, click that thumbs up button for me. It does help me get the reach on the videos, which is my only goal with these videos right now. And I do, again, thank you and appreciate your time, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. See you soon.